streaming.
We are live.
We are.
And we're live.
Hurry.
We're among the live.
Oops, I did my discard.
DD dive.
Oh my god.
Who is that?
I don't know.
Huh?
Nothing. Just there was a weird noise.
Is it from us?
Probably.
It was like a.
Was that you? I don't know.
Oh my god.
Didn't you just post
I'm
something to Twitter?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That is.
This is probably the best food post that we've ever gotten.
That is gonna be hard to beat.
We're gonna.
All right. Oh, hi guys.
Hello.
Oh, we're just here. Hi, hero.
Hi.
Hello, Kirby.
I still don't see your post.
Oh, that's fine. Don't
No, I want to just share it.
put it on the Here, here's a good way to search for a post that you know who posted it. Is you put in their name.
Wow.
You
Thanks.
go to their page, and then you retweet it. There you go.
I feel intellectual right now.
Okay. Womansplained.
Womansplaining. What would you do if I accidentally...
It happened to me once, and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting."
When you got womansplained?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like every time someone says, "Oh, I'm getting mansplained," it's a deflector. Because obviously, as men, we know what we're talking about.
Wow.
Right, Sarah?
We got a super chat from Drummer Shy real quick.
Oh, drummer shy.
Can't be here. Cheers, Sarah and Race, on your wedding. Thank you so much.
I love weddings. Drinks all around. A wedding.
Your wedding.
A wedding.
The wedding. The neighbor.
Betrothed.
Yes.
Oh, wait, that's a different part of the movie.
Alright, let's see. It's 6 o'clock now, isn't it?
It's 6 o'clock now, in it.
Are we ready to...
It's actually 6:02.
Are we ready to kick things off?
Everyone ready?
Oh, wait.
Wait a second.
I went to the wrong
Wait a
screen.
second.
What?
Where's the...
Race, when you said the best
Oh,
SPP
God.
food so far, did you mean it? Or are you joking?
No, I
Yeah,
think
well-
we mean it.
half mean it, half joking. If that makes any sense.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about, because I just
can be
saw
both.
it.
It looks like
Yeah.
the greatest thing I've ever seen.
This
Alright.
was like shitty food porn.
Alright, shall we kick off?
Yes.
I saw it,
You have
yeah.
like a bowl of like a cooking pot.
I honestly at first thought it was all like I thought the milk was the frosting. So we'll get into that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Semi Perfect Podcast. I think this might be the first time we've ever done one on a Monday.
Yeah.
But why are we doing it on a Monday? Well, we'll get into that here in just a minute. But thank you all for joining us here. What's the date? It is November 12th,
Yes, the 12th.
2018. And joining us here tonight, we have Toodles.
Hello.
We have Laura.
He.
We have SaberSpark.
Hello.
Hiro Sashi.
Good evening.
Paleosteno.
Hi.
And I'm ACRacebest. Hello. And welcome in to another Semi-Perfect Podcast. Typically, these are on every other Wednesday. If this is your first time tuning in, that's our typical. We're usually around on a Wednesday night, but we have a bit of a preview show, I guess you could almost call it. Kind of. Not for anything that's like really related to any media, but... the reason that this podcast is happening today on this Monday is because, Sarah, what's happening later this week?
We're getting married.
We're getting married.
Y'all.
You two are together?
The cat's out of the bag. So I asked Sarah to go out with me.
ACRacebest was gay.
Wow. I am. No, yeah, we're excited. We'll kind of get to more of the details about some of the stuff that we've had to do to prep and whatnot, and yeah, it was it's been quite the experience. Admittedly, Sarah's like fronted most of the everything.
Yeah, pretty much everything.
But I've been fantastic moral support throughout the whole road, and I think all credit goes to me. So,
okay.
yep. So, just to get that out of the way. So yeah, we'll be talking about that. We're also going to be discussing, nothing too spoilery, but we will be discussing, some, trailers that came out. Also, did we ever, like, okay, this is bad on my part, but did we ever,
We've got a shout out super chat from Zark7. Love ya, SPP. Hearts, heart, 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 heart. Also, Spyro Hype.
Hype. Woo! Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Zark. I was just going to say, did we, like, ever have an opportunity to discuss? Because I still haven't seen it, and it's just purely because circumstantial. I just haven't had a chance to yet. Mm-hmm. But there was that holiday episode that came out for MLP.
I haven't watched it yet.
Neither of us have watched it.
Yeah, we haven't either.
You guys haven't watched it either?
Waiting until December.
Yeah, that's right.
I watched it.
Laura watched it. We should just give them the floor, and then all of us plug our ears.
I'll leave you right here.
Except then
talk about it during December.
Yeah, we'll wait until Christmas.
I love you guys. You're so smart. We'll discuss that episode closer to Christmas. Now, I'm probably actually going to film a video tonight. Just kind of an update. I know the podcast is being hosted here on my ACRacebest channel, and that's one of the things I wanted to kind of update. Oh, this is perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
Our DJ's calling us right now.
I gotta go. Bye.
DJ Vaughn. DJ. Well, I just lost Sarah. But, so what I was going to say...
Yeah, it's over. Cancel it.
That's it. Oh, thanks for coming out. No, so, the thing I wanted to update was that this, the last month leading up to this point, and then the next, basically to the beginning of the year, has been just crazy. And for honestly the worst of things and the best of things, and because of that, there's been several video projects that I've just had to hold off. I just have not had a chance to worry about them. I didn't want to kind of force anything on the editing side. One of the things that was in the midst of being worked on, and honestly, I anticipated was going to be out probably a month ago, was the Bronies React to the MLP movie. And that stuff, it's just because it hasn't been released or it's being held off doesn't mean it's not happening. It's right now it's just on me to get it done, and I'm probably gonna get back kind of a refocus on the YouTube side of things once we're done with the wedding and done with the honeymoon and kind of start to settle back in. So I'm probably gonna get back to getting stuff going on my YouTube channel. There's a couple things that have been in the works. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out now. And like I said, I'll probably post a video, probably film it tonight and post it tomorrow. Just kind of updating everyone that's not tuned in right now, to let everybody know, like, hey, the channel's still here. Here's what's up here. Like I said, there's obviously been some bad things that we've had to deal with, but also some really great things that are coming up. So it's just been a roller coaster of time. Hi, Sarah. Did you hang up on DJ?
No, I had a very pleasant conversation with him. And
what do you say? I gotta go.
No,
Bye.
he had a question because I forgot to put something for when like the groomsmen walk out. So he'll send me some stuff. So
yeah. Wait, but that's important. That affects. Oh, I didn't even, that just popped up. Red Ghost 92. Thank you so much. Says gave us a super chat. Says congrats to Race and Sarah on your special day from Jory.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So yeah, I wanted to mention that. Like I said, I'm going to probably post kind of an update video basically saying the same thing. But I really appreciate everybody's patience and whatnot. You know, I'm certain that the circumstances are understood. so I'll be excited to get back into kind of the video focus of stuff once we're done with all this life-changing stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
So yeah. Hi. So that being said, we should do food posts because there's a food post in here that everyone's anticipating right now.
All right. So
the first one.
yeah, it is. Anime Guy 01
Oh wow.
has one of the best
Yes.
food posts that I have ever seen.
Apparently, Anime Guy just took a bag of mini Oreos and put it into a bowl of milk. And like
It's
I
not
said,
even like Oreo cereal. It's just like mini Oreos.
Yeah.
the only thing that I honestly, because when I first saw this, I legit thought all the milk was also that Oreo cream. And I looked at this and I just about had to step away and take a cold shower. I was like, oh my gosh.
In the middle there, it almost looks like it's like a bad video game texture. Like it's kind of flat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, is this real or not?
You walk up to it and it becomes a lot less spectacular. You're like, oh. But no, that is great. Epic. Oh, Pranchan says, Wendy's fries on my racin', Sarah. Sarah, we're getting Wendy's fries tonight.
Nice.
Thank you so much, Pranchan, for the super chat. Also, Quiet Storm with the super chat says, congrats on your rardeferral. I butchered that.
Roarful.
Yeah, a bunch
Rardeferral.
of super chats. Man, I should get married on my podcast.
And a pat on the back for Laura
Hey,
and her
Leo, do it.
ruined SaberSpark fanfic.
Saber, let's get married.
Also,
Only if I
your
get to
time
be
for
wedding planner.
reactions.
Wait a minute. There's also, so what you were just saying
Yes.
was that also a pat on the back for Laura and her ruined SaberBest fanfic.
Yeah.
It,
That can still happen.
I wouldn't say it's out of the question.
There's
I mean,
still a-
You know, certain ships being canon has not stopped anybody from doing fan fictions of another ship before. So,
and I'm just
Yeah,
pointing
exactly.
this out that Saber's gonna be at the wedding. And have you seen that scene where?
He's gonna object.
Yeah, when Shrek, he's gonna be like Shrek bursting through the doors, yelling, "I
Yes.
object."
It's all in the fanfic. It's almost like you didn't read it.
I'm a brony on the edge.
All right. Then we've got Quiet Storm with a Maria Calendar dinner and 2 liters of water for the Semi-Perfect podcast tonight. Nice.
Look at that.
That's
Now
fettuccine with chicken and broccoli.
they really put a
Why is
lot
it
of
spelled
time.
spelled calendar wrong.
Oh my gosh.
Dun dun dun.
Where's the
Well, I know
water?
it's the last name, but yeah.
2 liters of water, man. That's a good amount of water. I'm thirsty now. I
Yeah.
want water.
I'm actually thirsty too, so I'm gonna go get a glass of water.
Oh.
For both of us.
You're gonna
I'll
leave
leave it.
right when we get to Nora Mermaid's post.
Now read it out to me.
Says pizza and cheese bread while doing laundry because I'm a procrastinator. Aren't we all, Nora? Aren't we all?
Some good cheese pizza.
I'm kind of curious here.
That's
Like,
it. We're out of water.
we're out of water, guys.
It is California.
It's California.
We're out of
Drinking
frickin'.
from the sink.
Drink it.
Oh, no.
We'll
Sarah-
bring some with us.
We saved some on the balcony from the last storm 48 months ago.
From 2 weeks ago.
So
Oh,
what's
I'm
funny?
playing.
Nora Mermaid has this cheese pizza post with the cheese bread next to it, but it literally looks like the cheese bread was just pizza without the crust.
I'm gonna look this up.
I'm on to this.
Yeah. Well, yeah, cheese bread is usually just like cheese with like no sauce.
Oh, Sarah poured me. Is this cold?
No.
Sarah.
We were out of the fridge water.
It's California.
This isn't even
so-
clear.
Sorry that you all have to live in California.
This water, for anyone that's seen the Goonies, and there's that scene with the water. Hey, Mikey. That's what our water looks like in California. It's brown.
No, it doesn't.
It's murky.
It is clear water.
It's
We have a water
dirt.
filter on our sink thing.
it tastes like nothing.
Same thing. The
Did you
faucet.
use the filter?
Yes, I used the filter.
Sarah, you think of everything.
Okay. Thank you, Nora Mermaid, for your food post.
Thanks, Mark.
And we've got Jazz King having breakfast for Din Din with some Honey Nut Cheerios. We've got the podcast in the background and got some ponies in the foreground.
What is that starlight glimmer thing?
It's the new figure thingy that they released that has Trixie and Starlight on a rocket.
Now, I'm I consider myself one of the more mature people in society. And so I just want to point out that's a very interesting position that Trixie and Starlight are in.
Wow.
Is Starlight wearing a belt? What's on the end of that? Oh.
What's on the end of what?
The belt.
What belt? She's not
Yeah,
wearing
what
a
belt
belt.
are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Is that her tail? You mean your tail? Is that?
No, Sarah. When two girls fall in love, one of them puts on a belt.
Oh my god.
I've read books.
That's true.
Alright, Railroad Bronies. I got Totino's pizza rolls with a rice-a-roni, chicken rice, and a lemonade. Nice.
We're gonna have lots of belts at the wedding.
And then Rainbow Alicorn Magical Sparkle Princess has yummy SPP foods.
Wait, what is
Parlor.
What is that?
Wait, hold on. Mince et tourbillon de chocolat.
I'm guessing it's mint chocolate chip.
Mint and chocolate.
Well,
Say it again, Dexter.
Omelette du fromage.
This has been a very good food post week.
Yeah.
We started it off with a bang.
Yeah.
Anime guy with the Oreo cookies and milk. Like,
That shit's great.
hey, we like creativity, so don't be afraid to do something really weird for your food posts.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that was weird, of course. I'm
That was
honored.
weird.
It's weird, but it's genius at the same time.
Yeah, it's good weird.
Yes.
Um,
And that's it.
yeah, so that was it for the food posts. I'm curious, guys. Anyone have any stories from the last 2 weeks? What's up?
Has it been 2 weeks?
Well, I mean, not really, because it's Monday.
It's been like 12
But-
days. Maybe
My
11.
dad came to visit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
It was fun. He was going to like a wood turning thing, like a couple hours away. So he stopped by and stayed at my house.
A
for
what?
week. That was fun.
Oh, I'm sorry. A wood turning thing?
Wood turning?
Yeah, it's like when you have a lathe and like it spins around and you like shave off parts of it and shape them into things.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
He does that for like a hobby and partially like he sells some things people want to buy stuff. And he went to like a class because he wanted to do it, and it was like nearby me, so he got to stay with me for a couple days.
We ate some amazing Chinese
We
food
did.
during his visit.
Tell me more.
It was weird because like it was like this place had like excellent like dry pot
Oh my God,
and
that was so good.
this like some like firecracker chicken and things like that. It was really good. But the TV there, it's very Asian. But the TV there had this show on where it had this guy in a river like grabbing frogs and then cooking and just ripping their skins off and eating them. And I was like, ugh.
It was like one of those adventure game shows.
Where it's like, I guess if you're a human and you're super hungry, you'll eat. Grace, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
If you were like on an island and they only had frogs there, would you eat them eventually?
Frogs?
Yeah.
Do I have the capability of making a fire?
Yes.
Then I like honestly I think if I was moved to it, I'll put it this way, I would eat fish if it came down to starving or
Oh
eating.
yeah, that's right. You don't like
Fish.
fish.
You would eat fish.
Yeah.
You would have
Like
a
frogs would be
salad
higher on the
salmon
list
thing.
than fish.
You're on a desert island and there's these delicious plates of salmon. You're like, I'm dying.
Hey, I had salmon for dinner.
Salmon's
well.
Chef
Mr.
Ramsay's
Rock.
standing right next to them like, an idiot sandwich.
You know, speaking of dummies, Laura and I watched Pinocchio tonight, and there's so many dumb people in that movie.
Which
Yeah.
one though? The Disney one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great because Geppetto's like, I'm in a boy. I'm gonna send him off to school by himself. Bye. It's like,
So
Yeah.
hippie.
I'm so hippie.
Cricket's like, I like it when the fairy godmother's talking to Pinocchio, the blue fairy, and she's like, yeah, you have to listen to your conscience. And Pinocchio's like, what's a conscience? And then Geppetto, then Jiminy like starts preaching at Pinocchio. And I'm like, dude, he's been alive for like 3 minutes. Like, lay off.
Yeah.
Also, like Jiminy Cricket's a really bad conscience.
Yeah,
he is. He was
He's a
late
big
the first
perv.
day.
Wait, he's a perv?
He's a big perv. Like
Yeah.
all the little lady figurines, he like ogles at. And
Oh yeah,
it's
that's
weird.
right.
It's so weird.
He grew up one and then you got like, God, what else? Then the sheer terror of Pinocchio when he's singing, I have no strings on me, where it's like the equivalent of a human dancing on stage with a bunch of humans hanging, like corpses hanging from strings.
Well, that would imply that those puppets have been alive at one point and no longer are, which I don't think is the case.
Okay, then never mind. It's still creepy though. Pinocchio's like, haha, when will they be real boys and girls? It's like, never. Or I like this. I like how Geppetto lost Pinocchio, and Geppetto's the logical deduction is to rent a boat.
I must
Yeah, I
look
gotta go
for
look
him
for
in
him.
the ocean. That is where he must go.
I lost my boy.
Monstro, have you seen my boy?
Hey,
Have you seen my boy? Hi, Dios mío, he went to the ocean.
Wait, why were you speaking Spanish? That's Spanish, not Italian.
yeah.
Figaro is the best character in that movie.
I love Figaro. I forgot how much I love the cat.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Figaro's great. Figaro's got some great facial expressions. I love talking about these old Disney films though. Like I told Laura that there is this is like a legendary photo op, but it had like all the Disney villains, and it had this random guy who was like wearing a hunter's outfit, and
Oh yeah.
they're like, "What's this guy doing here?" And they're like, "Oh my God, it's the guy who shot Bambi's mom."
Was it?
Yeah.
Good. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Huh?
Dear.
What the fuck?
So, Paleo, how's your last couple weeks been?
Not too much went on, but I did go see The Grinch.
Tell us about it. Tell us about it, Paleo.
Yeah, and I know, Race, how much you love Illumination.
He loves.
So tell me, is this their turnaround, Paleo? Is this where I finally
No.
go? Okay.
It's not. Though I've seen some people that kind of like genuinely like the movie.
They're all full of it.
And
I haven't even seen the movie.
Did you
And I
all
just
see
know.
Jim's title for the video that he made about it?
No.
yeah, I saw Jim's video was great.
Jim's title for the video was "How Illumination Stole the Grinch." Is that great?
Yeah, that's good.
So
Yeah, what?
takes up like 20% of the
What can
couch.
you do?
Yeah,
It's-
it just
Complain about Lammy's legs are too long.
They're so long.
No, there's
the Grinch.
yeah. Tell us.
It felt so empty after I saw it.
It's Illumination.
It's so weird.
Your soul left your body. Is that the emptiness you were feeling?
Yeah. Because like I could see like the potential of doing a CG Grinch, but just, man, like
Illumination.
because the
was
last
not
Dr.
the right
Seuss
company.
film that Illumination did was The Lorax, and the Lorax is pretty weird.
Mhm.
Child, you cut down this tree.
The Lorax is pretty weird for a Dr. Seuss movie. And like the other CG movie before them was from a different studio, Horton Hears a Who,
Yeah.
which I actually kind of enjoyed.
Yeah.
But
I enjoyed it.
the Grinch, I don't know. It feels like I said in my review that it feels like they were trying to put in too much, but it's at the same time didn't finish any of it.
Yeah.
Like,
Like player one.
Oof.
There's a lot of women that have that feeling.
wow.
About Ready Player One.
No, the other one. The feeling of a lot going on, but then.
I got.
But
Joke.
So
would you marrying this fool?
Yeah.
Would you say that the better name for this instead of Dr. Seuss's The Grinch is How the Grinch Stole an Hour and 26 Minutes of Your Life?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. The thing is, like, I find the Ron Howard directed one, the one with Jim Carrey, that one, I find that one to be more entertaining just because it's so freaking weird.
Yeah.
You say that like it's not amazing though. Like that's like
We love watching those.
that's like one of the greatest.
Yeah, I watched it last
movies.
year during Christmas. And I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot how like funny and weird the movie is.
Yeah.
And you know who does a fantastic impression of Jim Carrey's The Grinch? Is Gabe,
Yeah.
Yeah.
who I have no idea where he is right now.
Hobbity, hobbity, watty.
How about Hootie Woo?
The unmitigated gall. That was scary that we both jumped into that at the same time.
That's what we always quote after we say
Anything?
another line from the Grinch.
It still scares me.
But yeah, if you're like expecting like some like good humor from the movie too, it's like the Illumination Grinch is just like, well, everything that was like even like sort of funny was already in the trailers.
Well, it's like what
So.
you and I said, like leading up to it in the trailer, where we're like, "Oh, it's Benedict Cumberbatch," but if we listen to it, it sounds like a bored Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And Bailey and I were joking, saying it's like the Grinch walks up to Cindy Lou, and he's like, "Let me guess, you're home." And Cindy Lou takes the Infinity Gauntlet, and she's like, "It used to be, and it was beautiful." And it shows like all the Christmas decorations put back on.
Does it just basically sound like the whole time Benedict Cucumbers is just sitting there with his like hand, kind of like his
On
elbow
his cheek.
resting, and his hand on his cheek, and he's just kind of leaning against his arm, like.
Not the entire time. There's like
Max.
the whole scene where like the Grinch figures out like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna steal Christmas.
Oh,
But it doesn't have the
spoilers!
same-
Wow. Just
Actually,
It doesn't have the same kind of impact as the Chuck Jones one or even the Jim Carrey one.
Yeah.
Well, Chuck
like-
Jones one's legendary.
Yeah.
It's just a book.
Because you got Dr. Seuss worked on it. Chuck Jones animated it. You got fucking Tony the Tiger singing it, and the narrator.
you know,
Like you can't beat that. It's legendary. It's fucking
think-
legendary.
I think besides it just being made by Illuminations, the moment that made me lose hope for this movie was when they're like, all right, let's show them some scenes that's really going to knock off their socks. And they showed the Grinch food shopping.
Yeah.
I think that's about where I started.
Oh, he eats a pickle.
And he puts it back in another jar.
I remember when they first released the image of like the Grinch, and I'm sorry, but it looked like he's gonna fuck like somebody. Like,
What?
I don't know, like he's how can I say this?
Excuse me?
He's got fuck me eyes.
He's got fuck me eyes. That's
Mm.
exactly it. It's like you're at the bar, you're having a drink, you turn around, and you see a guy across the bar, like just giving you a smile. And that's the Grinch.
Are you high?
No, oh, I swear.
Hey,
He's got
the
fucking
last time I was at a bar and I turned around and I saw a naked green man give me the eye, I just went, you know, this is okay.
He stole more than your Christmas.
He sure
Yeah,
did.
here, look, I put it in the this Discord chat. Yeah, look at him.
Look at the Discord chat. He got fuck me eyes.
Oh,
He
Imagine
looks-
The
the
thing
bar-
is, like the design he had before looked better. Here's the original design.
That's so much better.
Wait, what happened?
They
Yeah, and I've seen
goofified
some,
him,
like,
is what happened.
I've seen some concept art that was posted on Twitter from like people that worked on the film, and that concept art is like so much better. Illuminationed it.
Yeah.
Illumination wants to make money at the end of the day. They don't want to be like, hey, let's take an artistic risk and make this look good. It's like, no, we want this to be cold, calculated, fucking maximized for making money. It's all it's about.
Which means they just took an existing franchise or an existing character and story and went, all right, yeah, just went. I
Right.
don't understand.
Your accent.
Your accent.
I'm waiting for Illumination to have another property introduced, and they're going to call another character Max in that movie as well. There'll be like 3 Maxes in their entire like library.
You're like, damn it, what other name is there besides Max?
Well, aren't they
Yeah,
losing one of
Max.
their maxes? Isn't one of their maxes going away because their max was a naughty boy?
Oh yeah.
well,
Oh yeah.
Mexico's
Did you
there.
see the new trailer for Secret Life of Pets 2?
No.
What? No, don't tell me. Is there really one?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
trailer.
Hey, let me make a good observation about this stuff because, like, Secret Life of Pets, all the mouths look the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird. Their mouths all look the same, and they even use it in other things. Like Illumination mouths they weird me out.
You know what's weird to me is how excited everyone was. Like when Secret Life of Pets was getting ready to come out, people were like, "Guys, this movie's worth seeing because they gave the animals buttholes." And I was like, "Is that really the shining crowning moment of this?"
Some poor intern sitting there. We need some more anal leakage on the butthole.
Oh God.
Make it realistic.
Alright. Hero, how was your 2 weeks? Or is he here?
He probably left.
Oh, okay.
I'm still here.
Have you been, Hero?
I thought I was muted. This is good.
Cool.
I studied Japanese. That is what I did this week.
Hero.
And I went to round 1 to play some rhythm games.
Any
Tell us about the new Monster Hunter game.
Oh.
The new Monster Hunter movie trailer.
Oh yeah.
Let me not scream. The plot is that some U.S. Marines get like transferred into the Monster Hunter world, and the monsters are attacking them. And I was like, that's really weird and unfortunate because Monster Hunter has the story. Like, it's not like outstanding. Like, give it a Tony. I don't know why Tony. Isn't that Broadway? Give it a give it
It's a musical.
Rathalos for Magala. Anyways, but yeah, and then the monsters like go after the humans, but the humans have like guns and like I don't know what they're called, the buggies or whatever, warthogs, whatever they're called in Halo. They have those,
Jeez.
and yeah. And this all militaried out, and it's just like not the world of Monster Hunter at all. I mean, they're in the world of Monster Hunter, but the way they fight the monsters is nothing like Monster Hunter at all. I was like, why did you need to do that? It's like you made a Mario movie, but Mario goes to college and then comes back and studies. I was like, that's not what he does in the game. And I'd watch that movie. The movie sounds awesome. But there's what was I gonna say? There's a lot of inaccuracies. They showed like a 7-second trailer, and there are 8 inaccuracies in those 7 seconds, which is hilarious. There are more inaccuracies than there are seconds.
But Hero, here's the question I think we're all wondering about the trailer. Did they give the monsters buttholes?
It is.
There were no monsters in the in the trailer. Yes, in the trailer, no, there are no buttholes. There are no butt shots. So I don't know yet.
Okay.
Am I weird? Because I know I've said this before. Maybe that just makes me weird, or it makes people judge me a certain way. But like when I saw the buttholes in Secret Life of Pets, I was like, good on you for being brave. Because animals have them. They have them. Like,
Yeah.
I was just like, sure.
You know what I'm so proud about is that another studio is finally taking a risk. You know, they're taking note of Secret Life of Pets, and I'm proud to announce that Toy Story 4 will have buttholes.
Good.
All right.
Good. I'm happy to hear that.
And Buzz,
Mr. Potato Head.
Mr. Potato
Potatoes
Head,
don't even have buttholes, but Mr. Potato Head has them.
little butthole like backpack thing where it opens up and his stuff comes out.
Little
Fire
flap
Team
that
Harmony.
Marty has in the movies. 'Cause
Fire
that's what
Team Harmony.
stuff.
Will be flesh.
Fire Team Harmony says they play Monster Hunter. Yay, Monster Hunter people, my
Nerds.
friends.
Fire Team Harmony.
Yes, but there are, without being a gigantic nerd, there are a lot of inaccuracies in that trailer. And I was just like, how did you cram so many into a 7-second clip? That's nuts to me. But I could go on and on about Monster Hunter, but I won't do that.
Sarah, how has your last 2 weeks been?
Kind of hectic. Just been getting some last minute, wedding stuff put together. It's all pretty much mostly done.
Yeah?
But yeah, so yeah, I've just been working on making decorations and buying stuff and all that stuff. So
Yeah? You want to know about my 2 weeks?
no.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yes, sure.
I've been so relaxed. I've had so much time on my hands to just play video games and do nothing because there's nothing to do. Like, no, yeah, we've been getting ready. Actually, I do have a story from the last 2 weeks. It actually happened on Saturday. So Sarah and I were thinking about going camping this weekend and decided against it just because it's the week before our wedding, and we're like, just in case, we don't want to stress out about anything. So I ended up actually covering a racing event during the day, and I got in a fight, and I got hurt, and I'm right now wearing a brace.
Damn.
And it may affect my abilities during the wedding. So
He fell on a trash can.
Oh, I thought it was a heated Zootopia fight.
Wait, hold on. Where's the brace at?
On his right hand, wrist
I was hoping
area.
he was around his neck.
No. He fell on a trash can and he mostly hit his hand on it.
you're making this sound so much less epic.
He jumped off a grandstand and he didn't realize that there was a trash can underneath him. So he hit the rim of the trash can with his hand, and now it's got like a brace on it. He's sprained it. So yeah.
No, wait.
That's awesome.
That's not how I was going to tell the story.
Well, the way you were telling the story was a big fat lie.
No. I was gonna say I lost the fight.
Your hand hit the only thing that's broken, so it's your pride.
I honestly, I hopped off these bleachers and somehow didn't realize there was a trash can right there, and my hand hit the lid of it. And when it happened, because I was kind of in that motion where my hand was swinging down to kind of like I was getting ready to walk, right? So I'm like hopping off the bleachers. And right when I was throwing my hand down, all of a sudden it stopped very abruptly. And I hit it right in between where, like, if you make an L, like, you know, loser, right in the middle of that. And let's see. Appropriate. There's, so it bruised, like, immediately. Yeah. Which was my first, like, uh-oh. And it hurt really bad. And I was like, oh, don't tell me. I thought I actually hurt my wrist. Like, I thought, like, don't, you know. Did I just sprain my wrist or something? Because it swelled up quick. Everything was kind of painful. And it was my right hand, which means I was busy. I was about to do all this coverage by myself while holding a mic and handling a camera in the same hand, which was my right hand. Yeah. Not to mention there were other things that I was going to do with my right hand. Anyways, so it sucked.
Yeah.
And I'm still
wearing I told that boy to be careful because he was going to this thing by himself. I'm like, you be careful because our wedding is like in a week. And then here he goes hurting his hand.
It's so fitting though. It's so fitting that of course I get hurt when all I'm doing is filming. Yeah. Like these are the same type of cars I usually drive in. And did I hurt my hand driving a demolition derby car?
You jumped off a bleacher.
I jumped off a bleacher. Yeah. I did do that.
All right, we got a shout out from Quiet Storm. How are your birthdays 2 weeks ago, by the way? We had our birthdays 2 weeks ago.
We did. That's why we moved the... No, why did we?
That's not because...
I can't
remember. Did we move it last week?
Well, it was on a Thursday because of
Halloween. Yes.
Birthdays were great. We ate some good food.
Yeah.
We got some good presents.
Yeah.
And we drank a lot of alcohol.
I got him a couple of shadow boxes and I put his Zootopia pins in them and they're hanging up on the wall.
Yep. She loves me.
And he got me Red Dead Redemption 2.
I did.
Nice.
I love her. That's one thing I always appreciate about Sarah is, like, I've tried getting her jewelry in the past, and she's just like, why? I don't want this. But then I'm like, well, what do you want? And she's like, Red Dead Redemption. Okay.
Video games.
Yeah, so.
What girls really want.
True.
Well, that was Laura's joke. I stole it.
He did.
Oh, well, it was good for whoever delivered it. It was great. I I also went to the drag races.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
sure did.
You're my stomach.
Yeah, your stomach sounded like a drag race car.
It did. And I ate garlic fries. So that was my 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yes. Sarah, you got some topics here. Do any of these require the spoiler thing?
What spoiler? Oh no.
No?
No.
Nothing?
No.
Nada?
Nothing.
Okay, because I mean they are trailers, so we'll be clear what we're talking about here. So if anyone either here in the podcast group or anybody in the comment section want to avoid anything, obviously we'll give plenty of warning. What do you want? Which one do you want to discuss first?
Okay, well, first thing I want to discuss, because I've seen it a lot in the chat, and I think it should be good for us to address it, is that Stan Lee passed away today.
Spoilers.
It's very sad. It's a very sad day. He was very good in the comics industry, and
Was he?
yeah. I mean, yeah.
He did
wrote a
okay.
lot.
He's basically the Walt Disney of comics.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, because like I know that Stanley's got some like controversy surrounding him and the Jack Kirby stuff and the business,
Mm-hmm.
but like I definitely say it's kind of like a Walt Disney thing because even Walt, wasn't 100% clean.
Yeah.
Rarely.
He smoked.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yep.
Cancel
Yeah.
the trip to
It
Disneyland.
broke my heart. I saw him growing up in black and white, and I saw a color picture of him, and I was like, "Wait a second, bullshit." But in reality, like Stan, like it's because when I saw the news, I'm like, "Okay, is this article fake? Okay, no, it's real." But like for the record, 95 years old, created a
Yeah,
legacy.
he lived a while.
He's rich. My only concern was that I heard at the end of his life, there's some articles floating around about how he was like possibly the victim of elder abuse.
Mm.
Yeah.
That makes me upset.
Yeah.
Because I just hope he can go out on his own terms and be happy and quiet, not quiet, but like peaceful. Versus like I hope he wasn't like miserable at the end because that sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That all being said, who knows? I'm just respect to the man for his creations and his legacy.
Yeah, I've always appreciated that like he had a thing with cameos.
Yeah.
Like that. I love that. Like how it's like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, you can make a movie.
Makes
With
you wonder which one's going to be his last cameo now.
Yeah, because there's
Yeah.
a few Marvel films coming out next year where Avengers 4 might be the last one, but then there's also X-Men Dark Phoenix
Well, I think
coming
they
out
have
after that.
his cameos in a bunch of movies already.
Possibly.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know if they'll do something special here at the end of Infinity War Part 2 where they're like, hey, rest in peace, Stanley, or something like that.
Yeah.
People are probably gonna cry.
Are you gonna cry, Sarah?
No.
Fine.
Today was a roller coaster, dude. It was like the Toy Story 4 teaser. Oh, cool, sweet. Thank you, Pikachu. Oh, sweet. Can today get any better? Stanley's dead. What?
I was like you when I saw it. I immediately was like, okay, here's another, fake
yeah.
article.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things people keep talking about. Like when Betty White passes away, I'm not gonna believe it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Or Queen Elizabeth. for that matter.
In other news on the same level, granted, I don't think there's a lot of people here, but there's for anyone that are NASCAR people, NASCAR legend. Also, like right after the Stan Lee announcement came out, the NASCAR world lost a driver named David Pearson from way back. He used to race with like Richard Petty and whatnot, and it was just.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was just like, holy crap, because I was getting like one side of people saying, hey, did you hear about Stan Lee? And the other side of people I talked to going, hey, did you hear about David Pearson? I'm like, what's going on today? Like, what is this?
It's been weird.
Yeah, it comes in threes because Douglas Rain, the voice of HAL 9000 from 2001: A Space Odyssey, died today as well.
Mm-hmm.
Who would think that on a planet of 7 billion people, that 3 people would die every day?
3 popular people.
I saw the most in poor taste post on Twitter. I was like, oh my god. And it had the Stan Lee thing with the Infinity Gauntlet snap, and I'm like,
Oh, come on.
I'm like,
no.
are you fucking serious? Like, get this out of here. Like, this is awful.
So I I'll be honest. Like, I wasn't gonna say it, but it crossed my mind during our conversation right now when we were talking about like his future cameos, and I was like, oh no, I should just not say anything. But apparently, someone already said it. But I wasn't going to, which makes me a good person. Oh.
I hope that they give like, I mean, oh whatever. Yeah, rest in peace, Stanley.
There hasn't been a celebrity death that has made me like feel really, really sad yet, but I know it's gonna happen with David Attenborough because
that one's gonna break.
Yeah,
me.
he's getting up there, and like he's near like I think like he's around like Stanley's age.
He's 94.
Yeah. So it's gonna happen soon with him.
There's a great article. I was telling some folks about this, about how like I think it was from like the fucking 70s, or something like that, and it was like it said like to your future king. It had a picture of Prince Philip, and it's like nope, like 40 years later, and the Queen Elizabeth is still alive. Prince Philip is like in his 70s, and guys, it wouldn't be unheard of for him to die, before the 70s is like, oh, 70, yeah, that's awful, a little bit soonish, but still bad. But like to lose, the Queen Elizabeth might outlive her son. She might be 120. I wouldn't even be surprised. She's gonna be immortal.
I'm gonna be upset if she doesn't outlive me, to be honest.
Yeah.
I
I'll
think
be 80 years old, and Queen Elizabeth is like a robot body.
like in Great Mouse Detective. That's right. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Chocolate? Did you
That's
say
great.
chocolate?
I think the greatest legacy though is for Stanley is his anonymity. Like nobody's ever questioned it. But what is Stanley's last name?
I get it.
Wow.
You sure you want to marry this dork?
Yeah. All right.
See how
Just wait till you hear the vows.
right now?
Okay.
All right, what's next on the docket?
Detective
He said docket.
Pikachu.
All right. Detective, is there anyone here who's afraid to discuss Detective Pikachu?
Nope.
We all good?
Well, Detective Pichaku.
Pikachu. So Sarah showed me this trailer, and so a long time ago I heard about this thing called Detective Pikachu, and I immediately assumed that it was going to be like a cartoon, anime-ish type of Pokemon, whatever. And I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. And she hits play on this video, and I'm like, okay, this kind of already, like the very first scene has kind of that Ready Player One-ish, like just atmosphere, until it pans down, and I didn't know if it was like real or not. I was like, what is this?
Is this a fan?
I was like, wow, this is really well done. Yeah. It's good to have Deadpool really branching out.
It's so funny because I've noticed this trend with movies, I've noticed that when they blend reality with fiction, typically with cartoon characters with real people, it's always like a buddy cop type of film. They have Roger Rabbit.
You're right.
And then there's the puppet one that just came out that I can't remember the name of.
Muppets.
Happy Time Murders.
Yeah.
And then, isn't there like a TV show that had like an orc dude that was a cop or whatever?
Yeah.
It was one with Whoopi Goldberg and a talking dinosaur.
Wasn't there one with oh god, what's his face?
Yeah, it
That
was
like
on Best Wars.
he goes to like a cartoon brothel. What's it called? Oh,
The what?
I'm trying to remember who it.
Wait, do you mean
Are you talking about Cool World?
yeah.
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 Was that a cop-ish type of, like the setting was
Sort of.
weird.
Yeah, it was sort of like that. I can't remember. I haven't really watched that movie.
Yeah.
So.
Or Blue's Clues.
That was a
Blue's Clues is a detective show.
Yeah, like it's always like a detective or like a cop sort of setting, and I'm just like, that's really fucking weird, but okay. But yeah, Detective Pikachu. God damn it, Pikachu looks fun. It looks so weird, but I love it. It's
Yeah,
so weird.
I like the way it looks.
Yeah.
Yeah. As the resident Pokemon fan,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm.
As the resident.
I just knew there was no way someone wasn't gonna let him get away with that.
I knew Saber was gonna do something. I baited you, Saber.
See, you got a fighting game. You can bait people.
You think you're gonna walk through that sentence with us fucking roasting you? Love you, Paleo.
Anyway,
doctorate in Pokemon studies.
yeah, I'm actually like really excited for this.
Yeah.
Because like I picked up the game this year, Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
And played through it, and when watching the trailer, I'm like, huh. It seems like they're doing like sort of a similar story to what the game is, because the game's like sort of just like this point and click mystery adventure, and it seems like they're doing the same sort of thing, but just on a bigger scale.
Yeah.
As far as the way the Pokemon look, some of them look a little weird, but
I think it's unavoidable when you do it in that style.
yeah, especially
Mr. Mime's terrifying.
Yeah,
Mr. Mime has dodgeballs for shoulders. But yeah, it seems like they're focusing like a lot of the center of attention on the Gen 1 Pokemon for like old school fans.
Right.
And stuff in the background is like other generations, other than like Greninja. You see like them running from Greninja. But I like it that they're like sprinkling a lot of different species in there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm not sure if a Pokemon, because I see a lot of people, I've seen some videos and reactions about it, and how like, why is this the first live action Pokemon movie when it could be like about anything else? Well, I think with Detective Pikachu is that you actually have a talking Pokemon rather than all of them like saying their name, and it would have yeah.
Don't worry, I'm gonna help you find your dad. Thank God you're here, meow. Hey James,
and
why are you wearing ladies' clothes again? Don't even question it, meow. You know.
And unlike something like the Monster Hunter movie, where it's like, oh yeah, we have to have like people from the real world going into the Monster Hunter world, or like the monsters from the Monster Hunter world coming into the real world. This is like its own like Pokemon world, where like Pokemon are just like a normal thing.
Yeah, like that.
Why do things I like have to be bad?
Oh.
And things that I don't like have to, but it keeps happening.
Nintendo and the Pokemon company are like working like really closely with Warner Brothers on this, and like I heard about the project like years ago, where I heard about it and I was like, no, there's no way that's gonna happen. But apparently it is.
Yeah.
Now that we have a trailer.
So who was the person that was like, you know who'd be the perfect voice for Pikachu?
Danny DeVito.
Everybody
wanted
said
Danny DeVito.
But the thing is, I think people like they actually asked him, and he was like, "I don't know what a Pokemon is," so he just didn't do it.
Yeah.
What's a Pokemon, Charlie?
I actually don't know how you can avoid knowing what a Pokemon is at this point.
Ignorance.
He's too busy eating boiled eggs.
Boiled
I wanted to, because I like the way the movie looks. The people are like, yeah, it's Uncanny Valley. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. I don't really care. I don't think about it too hard. But I'm just saying, man, if I had a Pikachu, if that's what Pikachus look like in the real world, or no one can speak
real world.
In the real world.
In the real world,
Like I said.
yes. Then I would want 20. He's cute as shit, man. Like, he's so adorable.
Excuse me, all right? He is an intelligent creature.
Don't care. I want to give him belly rubs.
I know that you wouldn't understand this, but we don't.
Whoa!
We went there. We went there.
No, but the part of the trailer where he's like, I know you don't understand me, but if you shoot me with that stapler gun, then I will electrocute you. Like the way like the CGI model moves. It's really cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently they had an artist that worked on like fake like realistic Pokemon like on like DeviantArt and stuff. They had an artist like help with the concepts for like the 7 months in production.
Yeah.
So
Dang.
It's pretty neat.
I like it.
So, and then
Also, there's a Molga in there too.
yeah, I saw Molga. There's a lot of like I can't wait to see what other Pokemon are going to be in it. I saw there's actually you can see Joltik on like some of the tables.
Oh, I don't even know what that is.
It's a little.
Is that Gen?
spider.
Is that
It's
Gen
little-
3?
Gen 5.
5? Oh, okay, I should know
Yeah.
it then.
Yeah, and you can actually see a Lamprodon also in the background. That was kind of cool.
What?
Lamperdon.
A Lamprodon was right next to the Dingle Flop.
It makes
No,
my
but
dingle
that-
flop.
You know what's funny? There was an Audino standing next to a lady.
Oh, yeah.
Like Audino is 3'7". This lady had to be real short to be almost the same size of this, or that Audino just happened to be really tall.
Yeah.
But who's ever paid attention to Pokemon sizes or weight for that matter? Onyx.
Yeah. Nobody like pays attention to that. But for I was trying to think of something else that was in there. Oh yeah, Charizard. The way Charizard looks with like his kind of scaly. I guess they wanted to make him look more reptile-like for
And they did.
being a big dragon.
Yeah. Psyduck.
And the shot when like he's under Pikachu, where you can see like the like saliva in his mouth. It was like, oh my god, they put like a lot of detail in the Charizard's mouth.
Yeah.
Apparently,
A lot of people are upset with what Jigglypuff looks like.
Yeah, though I think it would be more creepy if it was flesh.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why isn't it just made out of cartoon?
See, the thing is, like, I saw a tweet earlier. It's like, I find it a little odd and off-putting with Pokemon. It feels the need to make the Pokemon look as lifelike as possible when, like, other things like Yokai Watch have, like, a cartoony look. And it's like, I don't think they felt the need to make it look this way. It's just, it's like an art style that exists on the planet.
Yeah.
That they can
Yeah.
I mean,
And
the
I also
Pokemon
saw
still have like a cartoonish quality. To them.
cartoonish look, yeah.
God, that's terrifying.
He
I-
looks
I-
acidic.
I also saw somebody post away like why are there like the anime and cartoon interpretations of the Pokemon like on posters and walls and stuff. I was like, you realize we have like cartoon interpretations of animals
Everywhere.
like everywhere.
Yeah.
Why isn't this picture of an elephant photorealistic?
Oh boy.
Sorry. I'm excited to watch it. I ain't even like that about Pokemon like too much. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I'll watch it.
I just can't wait to see the rendered version of Ash's girlfriend.
There's no Ash in this.
Who? Misty? May? Dawn? Other ones?
Isn't Misty the one true pairing with Ash?
I don't know. It depends on how old you are, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm young in spirit.
Did Misty ever get her bike back?
No.
No. He never got her bike back.
But I'm wondering with Detective Pikachu, if like this, I saw a video that Arlo did, his impressions on it, of whether like this is just them testing the waters to see if they can make another Pokemon movie, and possibly with also the Mario movie coming out the year after.
I hope they make a sequel to the Super Mario Brothers movie
No, you don't.
with John Leguizamo.
Yep.
And
That's
Yeah.
what I want.
Though the Mario movie is going to be completely animated, though it is going to be by Illumination, so don't have too high hopes.
See, the thing about Detective Pikachu, I have high hopes that this is going to be the best video game movie. Now, that is not hard to surpass.
It's not
Yeah,
very
it's not hard to do, but
Yeah.
still.
you can be the best when there isn't one.
Better than Wreck-It
I
Ralph.
think
Well, Wreck-It Ralph is not based.
I know
on
it doesn't
also
count. It's a different
pre-existing
Video
category.
game adaptation. we'll
Just,
say that.
just kidding.
Remember when I took a screen cap of Human Shrek, and I was like, "Hey, look, Sarah, it's a leaked image of
I
Wreck-It
remember
Ralph
that.
2."
Yes.
You were like, you caught on to my bullshit pretty quickly. You're like, what the fuck are you on about, Saber?
Well, I recognized it as a screenshot of human Shrek. I'm not dumb.
Oh my god, you did Chief Bogo. I just realized what you just did.
You just picked that up? That was a few minutes.
I'm tired. I'm looking at this Pikachu point at his butt, okay? Give me a second.
He's doing what to his butt?
Wait, what?
He's pointing towards his butt. He's gonna electrocute you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm watching this on loop. It's really cute.
That's what I threaten people when I point at my butt. All right. Well, another trailer came out, as was mentioned earlier. Toy Story 4's teaser was released and basically gave away the whole movie.
No.
Yes.
I mean, it is a teaser, so I didn't really put anything in it.
I got bored of it. I skipped through it. I was like, okay.
Yeah, it was a very weird teaser.
Very much a teaser of a teaser.
Yeah. Spork Man has an identity crisis.
Yeah, I guess that's something that they...
metaphysical stuff where it's like what constitutes a toy's existence.
Yeah, I was wondering where they would go with the fourth movie. I was like, oh, so I guess they're going to talk about like arts and crafts and like how they relate to like being a toy.
Yeah.
I'm alive!
So, I mean, I guess you could argue that in the first movie they sort of did that with what Sid did to his toys.
Yeah.
Arts and crafts. Sid was a genius, and now his progress got stunted.
And now he's a trash man.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Eat trash.
It's trash. Nah. Did anyone get like nostalgic feels, even though like it hasn't been that long since we haven't had a last Toy Story?
That long? It's been 8 years.
It's been 8 years since Toy Story 3.
Yep. 2010.
Jesus.
Time sure flies when you're having fun.
I've been having a lot of fun. At least we know the Brony fandom is only a few years old, right?
I love the poster that they released with like Woody looking like he's about to do like a country single.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, Toy Story 4. I guess we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. I mean, did anyone else get anything out of the teaser?
I don't think so. Just about a fork man who doesn't want to who doesn't think he's a toy, and yet he's.
Witnessing these things.
You're like Buzz Lightyear didn't think you were a toy at first.
Oh.
So what happens to the arts and crafts when what's her name? The girl that has Andy's toys now.
Bonnie?
Matilda.
Bonnie. Yeah. Well, what happens when Bonnie is like bored of the arts and crafts toys and like rips them apart and like makes something new with them? Are they gonna be? Are like Woody and Buzz and all of them gonna be like horrified when she starts ripping them apart and making something new?
She just becomes the next Sid, and everyone's like, "Oh no!"
Andy has to come back with guns to save him. Okay. Home Alone, you know. He just kicks the door down. Bonnie's like throwing paint cans at Andy, and he's like, "Whoa!" Like dodging him.
I'm gonna kill that kid.
Wait, hold on. Does that mean you can put like two little googly eyes on a paint can and it gives it life?
Yes.
I think only if you play with it. Like there's like this whole Pixar theory that like emotion drives things, and that if you play with it, then that it comes alive.
If I play with myself.
Yes. What's your question?
Alright.
As long as it has googly eye, Saber. It needs eyes.
I just can't wait for the Inside Out sequel, Outside In.
Oh boy.
We're gonna have a really good weekend. Someone just fell over, I think.
Does anybody want to talk about the new Overwatch short and characters?
Sure.
Yeah, let's talk about Overwatch. Yeah, so a new character just came out for Overwatch, and she has these powers where she can zap purple mist or gold mist, and I can't remember her name, but she can teleport kind of like.
You're talking about Moira, but that's not.
Yeah, she's new.
Yeah, you're talking. We're talking about Ash.
Yes.
Her ultimate is her ability to summon a better hero.
Yeah. Bob, do something. I love Bob. Why isn't he just like his own hero? I want to play as Bob. God damn it.
Because Bob's a bitch.
I really love the fact that he stands with her though, like as a, part of her victory pose and not emotes, but like when she's on the skin thing. I don't know, skin gallery where you can see like the different skins that he has as well. Like they're making skins for 2 characters basically.
Oh, nice.
And I'm like, woo!
That's cool.
Kind of like Diva.
I like it. During the trailer or during the animation, I was like, oh, cool. It's going to be Echo who's going to be the new hero.
I wish.
And then Jeff from Overwatch is like, there's a lot of characters it could be the next hero. The triplets, this robot sniper, no face son of a bitch, or are we going to nerf Mercy again? Yeah. Yeah, right. It's just Jeff from Overwatch saying hi, Jeff from Overwatch.
No, I think they didn't Jeff like allude to the fact that they are still working on Echo, and she'll probably be added later.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of these characters will be added later.
Yeah.
But I was not expecting to see. I was not expecting Bob to be included because I know he's like, it'd be cool if Bob was a hero, or maybe it's Ash. And then when Bob showed his ultimate, I'm like, oh, cool. So he is in there.
Yeah.
It's also like, I don't know, the sexual tension in that animation between Ash and McCree was like going through the roof.
Oh my god, there was so much.
You wanna
McCree?
fuck.
Haven't seen you since we were wrangling in the hay.
Been
pile.
a while. You'd promise you'd ride.
Hey there, Sugar Cube.
There it is.
Applejack. What's it gonna be, McCree?
Like the
You gonna
wink
give
that he
up?
gives her when he's like,
Oh.
I've been kind of busy. I'm like, shit, McCree. God damn.
Hanging out the girls and boys.
Have you seen my DeviantArt?
Funny animation somebody made with like the SFM where it had like McCree ride his motorbike past Ash, and she's like, McCree, that's my bike. And then it has him just like screaming as he runs his bike into a rock and blows up.
I saw someone do an edit of like the actual Ash trailer where like it has her being killed by multiple characters after she does like her cool stuff. Like when she shot Genji backwards, he just like did his little, thing forward and like killed her. I was like, and then the Brigida.
I have a question.
Yep.
Why is Ash in Overwatch and not in the Detective Pikachu movie?
Dun, dun, dun. Asking the big question.
Was Ash a Pokemon character?
Yeah. Who's the main one?
You mentioned him just a few minutes ago. You were like, "Oh, is Ash's girlfriend in the movie?"
Yeah, I was just being clever.
Okay.
I was talking about the Ash from Overwatch. Her girlfriend.
Okay. Oh, okay.
What was that?
What was that?
Watching videos.
I watched the video.
Okay.
How dare you? How dare you? You know what sounds really good right now?
What?
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
We should get that for dinner
You
later.
all want to get to the Q&A?
No! Next up's Q&A.
Alright.
So, oh wait, we didn't talk about the freaking thing that's happening this weekend?
Oh, the winning? I
Yeah,
thought
we-
we talked enough about it, but okay, we want to talk more about it.
Never mind. Wow, okay,
I mean,
never
it
mind.
hasn't happened yet. There's only so much we can talk about.
But there's gonna be food, and that's it.
Okay.
You're right.
And that's it.
The Q&A.
There's no ceremony though, just food.
All right. Well, what do you want to talk about for the wedding?
It's gonna be fun.
Okay.
What about?
That's it.
Good.
Hopefully everything works out with traveling people. Hopefully Saber doesn't get lost. By the way, I saw people talking about it also. California is once again in the process of burning itself down.
Yeah.
Both politically and... No, just kidding. Ha! But no, Yeah, we've got so many wildfires,
Yeah.
and we are okay where
Yes.
we're at. Because I know some people were asking earlier, but yeah, it's bad.
It's very bad.
Like, I don't know. It always kind of just baffles me, as I'm sure like people that don't deal with fires a lot, about how this stuff can get so out of control that people are losing their lives and whatnot. But yeah, there's some serious stuff with these forest fires and whatnot, and yeah, it's been crazy.
Yeah.
So I seriously hope that they're able to, get ahead of them. And
Yeah, any of you Californians listening, stay safe. If you get an evacuation order, please, do it. Get out of there.
yeah, don't be like, I'm gonna water my house with a hose, because some people do that, and
It doesn't do anything.
though I'd probably still be that guy who's like, screw this, I'm gonna water the house with my hose.
No.
Not even my garden hose.
All right, shall we get into questions?
Yes.
Also, just a reminder,
Super chats.
super chats are a thing mostly used during question time.
Yep. But yeah, so yeah, with the super chats, if you do send us a super chat, we will prioritize your question. We will go till 7:30, so that gives us 20 minutes to go through questions. You could also submit questions on Twitter. We can't guarantee that we'll get to them, but we will try to get to as many questions as we can. But super chats has the priorities.
Priority.
So, Sarah, do you have a question you want to start with?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Flynn right here says Wreck-It Ralph 2 won't start in theaters around here until end of January. How am I supposed to survive?
What, over in Europe?
I'm so sorry. Well, yeah, that's the thing. I don't know
Oklahoma.
where they are, but I am so sorry that this has happened to you.
North Korea.
You just gotta stick it out.
It might be the UK, because I know UK, like, for some reason gets Disney movies a lot later.
Japan is like one of the latest to get Disney movies. Like, they might see it next year, someday, some year.
But yeah, I
That's unfortunate. Sarah,
Very
when are you gonna see it? When are you gonna see Wreck-It Ralph?
I'm gonna see it the day it comes out. November 21st?
I just realized, does it come out on Thanksgiving?
No.
When does it come out?
Comes out
The day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, the day before.
Oh, like the Wednesday?
Yeah.
Now, is it the Wednesday night, which means it plays on Tuesday?
Yeah, it'll play on Tuesday night. That's what happened with
Unless we
Moana.
want to see it at El Capitan, then it would be Wednesday.
Wait,
then
that
we
means
probably
that
need to
that
get
means
our
that
tickets now.
that means that I can get popcorn
Oh.
for half off.
Well, if we go Tuesday.
Well, we would. Wouldn't
Well, I mean, what if we go to El Capitan on Wednesday?
Oh, talk about it then, you nerds.
No, this is important. Pause the podcast. We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Okay. So Flynn, yeah. Good luck. How do you survive? I don't know.
What is that noise?
What?
It was an airplane. Next up was Jory.
All right. Well,
Jory's got a question.
Jory's got a question. With the new teasers that came out today, are you guys looking forward to Toy Story 4 or Detective Pikachu?
Oh, so if we had to pick one, which one seems more exciting to you?
Pikachu.
Wow.
Also,
Yeah,
good luck to Race and Sarah on your special day. Thank you.
Thank you.
What are y'all's answers?
Pikachu.
Yeah, I mean, that's coming out first, so yeah.
Toy Story 3.
Savage. Toy Story 4, The Reckoning.
Oh, we already answered some of these
Yeah.
questions. So,
Yeah. Okay.
let's see here. Anime Guy asks, with the Detective Pikachu movie coming out next year, are you going to see Pokemon The Power of Us being released in a few weeks?
Is that the anime one? That's
Yeah, it's the new anime movie coming out.
I didn't have plans to.
We're probably going to be gone.
I mostly just play the games. I don't watch much of the
The first
movies anymore.
The first Pokemon movie that came out made Sarah cry.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, when all the Pokemons cried.
No, I didn't cry. I watched that movie with my dad in theaters, and he fell asleep.
He fell asleep?
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Were you, like, insulted when he fell asleep?
No.
Were you like, thanks, Dad?
I was too busy enjoying it.
How do you know he fell asleep? Was he snoring?
Oh, I looked over, and I was just like, okay.
You were going to point stuff out to him, and you're like, oh, okay.
Let's see. Nora Mermaid asks, who would you have had play Detective Pikachu instead of Ryan Reynolds? Danny DeVito.
I'm going to say the Affleck guy.
Oh god.
That got fired.
You know what's funny? That the voice in the voice in the game is closer to Danny DeVito.
What's his name? The guy.
Though it's still like nowhere near his voice, but it's still
Gilbert
closer.
Gottfried.
Thank you, Gilbert.
Gilbert Gottfried. Oh my god.
Nick Cage.
Don't make me electrocute you!
Playing Nor Spider-Man. Next step is Detective Pikachu. Alright,
They should have had Morgan Freeman do Pikachu's voice.
Oh my god.
Thoughts? Well, we kind of went over this one.
We did.
Osial asked thoughts on passing of most influential comic book of the world, Stanley.
He was the most influential comic book
Of
of
the
all
world.
time.
Stanley.
What do you think the most influential character he made was?
Mickey Mouse.
Yes.
Sarah's looking up.
I'm looking up a list
Char-
of all of the characters that he
characters.
made because I don't know.
Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably Spider-Man.
Yeah, probably Spider-Man.
Really?
That's the one,
You think
like, I
more?
know.
You think
Groot?
Spider-Man is more than the Punisher
Yeah.
or Kingpin
Yeah.
or Doctor Doom?
Yeah.
Or
Jonah Jameson. Come on.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
why does everyone agree with that one when you say it? But
Because
how about
it's-
the Living Tribunal?
What?
I thought
I don't know.
you were
Okay.
going to say the Living Tombstone.
The Living.
It's funny because Tombstone is a character in Marvel.
Oh, we found you out.
Dun, dun,
Fin Fang
dun,
Foom.
dun, 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 dun.
Is that like a? Is
I'm
that
already
a
Wolverine. I'm already Wolverine. I guess I got it.
Mr. Fantastic?
Yeah.
Is that from The Incredibles?
No.
Oh, can I
Can
point
I
out
take
something, guys? I gotta tell y'all something, all right? I
Yeah.
discovered a big old plot hole
This is
in The
The
Incredibles.
Tell us about
Yeah.
Big Holes.
Okay, so in Incredibles 2, at the end, they're trying to stop the boat. All right,
Spoilers.
spoilers. So they're trying to stop the boat from hitting the city. Mr. Incredible's like, okay, so we have to turn the boat and stop it somehow.
Mhm.
And then he proceeds to take the anchor,
Mhm.
rip the anchor head off of the chain,
Yeah.
and then tie it around himself instead. I'm like, are you serious? Like, you had an anchor. I should have done that. Would have done the trick.
That's what it's designed for.
Yeah.
With the boat going that fast, though, like, that would have been very bad for the people on board. Rather than
Well,
trying to turn it and
You
slow
know,
it down.
for all their superpowers, you think that like it would have been a piece of cake. Just be like, okay, it's a boat. Small little.
Boyd could have made like a huge portal. And like
Yeah, with
put the
with
boat
what?
somewhere else. With
Where would she put that boat?
With your
What portal would she
bikini bottom.
Just put it farther back.
use?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
incredible. He grow a giant butt,
here.
and then
Yeah, and put it in. Here's a question from Ryan asking thoughts on the fully. Oh wait, this is what I was thinking. Thoughts on the fully animated Garfield movie being directed by Mark Dindal,
Director of Cats Don't Dance, The Emperor's New Groove, and Chicken Little.
He did Chicken Little?
I guess so.
Cats Don't Dance and Chicken Little, in my opinion, are very much on the same caliber movie.
I know you're joking, but it hurts. Even the joke hurts.
I mean, Chicken Little's
Yeah,
probably a little
it's
bit
like-
better.
How can he make two cult classics and one cult hate?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
What?
I think people are unfair to Chicken Little. For the record, I got a kick out of that stupid movie.
So
Well, it is a stupid movie.
I mean,
Everyone hold your horses. Horses hold your breath. I'm like, oh. I love it.
Thoughts on so it's fully animated, which is a good news.
Yeah.
I'm fucking tired of the live action, Garfields.
God, I gotta eat my lasagna.
But my question is, could this movie possibly beat the live action Garfield movies, or is it not even fair to compare?
Wasn't Bill Murray drunk for that stuff, or wasn't he like?
It's probably the only way they got him to do it.
So
there's some weird like trivia about that movie and how it was made.
Oh, you gotta look into this. But
also, I want to say that you said fair to compare. For some reason, it just sounds like an MLP episode or something.
Wow, it does sound like one.
fair to compare, dressed to impress. Let's see here. Kieran asking, Gen 5 has special looks. What? Oh, is this some what?
Funnies, I guess.
And when do you think we'll see it? On the
Gen 5 has special looks on the internet. What's your thoughts, and when do you think
I haven't
we will see it?
looked at it.
Oh, Generation 5 of My Little Pony?
I was
I'm
on
gonna
the
fucking look that up.
No! Don't you dare!
You can look away from the computer screen.
Oh, no! It burned.
We're no longer on the same boat.
Sarah.
I'm not even finding anything right now.
You're gonna find...
I think they should give it a second. Can you give me a second to not be pony? Please.
I don't know where this stuff is. I can't find it other than the stuff that might be fake.
Can watch that video. Let's see here. Okay, here's a question. Jazz King, I'm gonna modify this a little bit. Jazz King asking, oh wait, no, that's literally the question. What are your favorite Stan Lee cameos?
Shit, man, I gotta remember all of them.
Big Hero 6 one's pretty lit.
Yeah.
That was pretty surprising too. I don't know why I was
the one
where I'm front
Avengers,
and
where he's like, "You all have never seen the aliens before."
Turn them inside out and then front and back again.
Isn't there one where he cusses?
I think so.
He's like, "If I see fucking Jack Kirby, I'm gonna kill him."
I like the one that's in Spider-Man Homecoming where it's just a bunch of old people in apartments yelling at Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And then Stanley's like, Margaret, how's your mother? They're like,
yeah, that's pretty cute.
There's the librarian one from Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield. It's pretty good. Where he's like,
yeah.
That one's pretty iconic.
There's a Deadpool one where he's at a stripper, a stripper joint.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't there one where he's in a record shop and listening to music while there's shit going on behind him?
Oh yeah, that was Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh okay.
There's also one where he's I think he's hanging out with some of the Watchers though, on some planet, if I recall.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like you, where I'm like, I'd have to.
Oh, you know what? Fucking. One of the best ones was from this year, and it's from the Teen Titans Go movie.
What?
Yeah, he had a cameo in it.
We're gonna have
What
hilarious.
What are you doing?
Huh?
What happened?
Oh, you just have to see it for yourself. It's great.
Okay.
You're gonna make us
it's
watch
an extended cameo too.
I was close to watching that on the plane the last time I flew.
Why?
I was very close because I genuinely want to see it.
But why didn't we go see it in theaters then? When we could have
Because-
gotten popcorn.
No, because there was stuff. We've got
Super
a
chat!
from,
And with 7 minutes to go.
from Fritz Roll. What are your guys' favorite brony fanon/canon couple into fandom? Also, Race and Sarah, I wish you guys the best in your marriage. Thank you very much. So, favorite.
You guys are cutting out. What was that?
You're cutting out. Sorry.
What is your guys' favorite brony fanon or canon couple in the fandom? As in real people or in the show?
It says Brony, not
SaberSpark
okay.
and ACRacebest.
Okay.
SaberSpark and ACRacebest is pretty good.
Yeah.
I even ship it.
That's it.
Do you ship it, Sarah?
Sure.
I know Laura says.
I don't have the tendency to ship real people. But
Me neither.
I do.
Me neither.
It's a problem.
Like it's weird because like there's a line where there's like the more of like the obvious joking of it,
Yeah.
and then there's some where it's like you're freaking me out, like you're pushing this a little too hard with real people. Yeah, but like I said, like I get a kick out of like the obvious fun ones.
Yeah.
But then then there's the ones where it's like, haha. So brony canon couples. Who's your favorite like canon couple, Sarah?
You and me?
Yay! That's good. That's great. There's also other classic brony couples like, you know, John Delancey and his yacht.
Wow.
I ship that one pretty good. I'm afraid to do anymore.
You got some stuff to say?
You have some feelings.
No, I just like poking fun at people that we have and haven't worked with. But anyway.
Ozzy, oh wait, did anybody else want to answer that?
Yeah, any other favorite things?
Mine is Vincent Tong with anyone.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
Oh, Quiet Storm sends a super chat saying, "Did you guys get a kick out of the art I drew for your B-days?"
Heck yeah, heckin' yeah. I loved it.
I like the dinosaur.
I got a picture.
Yeah, she did.
Did you see it?
Yes, I did.
Did you see who's in it?
Yes, I did.
Did you like it?
Uh-huh.
Because pretty good.
Yes, it was very good.
I want to print it and put it on a frame.
What's happening?
Why are you all talking like a bunch of cockney fools?
Because we want to.
I don't have a cocker spaniel.
Oh, you know what's funny? Sorry, this is really random, but me and Race watched Ferdinand the other day, and we
Oh my god.
we watched DuckTales right before watching Ferdinand.
Have you guys seen Ferdinand? Who here's seen
I
it?
have.
I have.
There's a bull in Ferdinand that is David Tennant, and he is doing exactly the Scrooge McDuck voice.
Oh my god, you're right.
Somebody watched
Forgot
Ferdinand
about
and went, "That's our Scrooge McDuck." And everyone's like, "Really? David Tennant's gonna be your Scrooge McDuck?" And they're like,
Well, DuckTales 2017 premiered before Ferdinand.
Oh, did it?
"Oh,
Okay.
Sarah,
Yeah,
you
I got it
Ferdinand
wrong.
came out in December of
Okay,
2017.
Came before.
So the makers of Ferdinand were like, "We need Scrooge McDuck in this." David Tennant, like literally, it's like everything. If you closed your eyes, even with your eyes open, you're like, Scrooge is talking, but the bull
But
is
the
moving
bull.
his lips.
Scottish?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Anime guy asks, what is one underrated animated series from the 2000s you want rebooted or continue? For me, it's Code Lyoko. That one show with the foreheads. That's the show with the foreheads. It sure is. I watched that show as a kid, and I enjoyed
I
it.
have no idea what that means.
The characters in that show have like enormously huge foreheads. Here, let me pull it up. Code Lyoko. Does anybody
So the
else know
question
Code
is
Lyoko?
Animated series
Holy crap, that's freaky.
Yeah.
from the
That you-
2000s.
I don't like it.
underrated animated series that you want to be rebooted
Yeah, or continued.
Why?
or continued.
Why did they need
Man,
that?
I don't want to give the same answer I always give, but it's really the one I want.
Do it then. Do
What's
it.
the one you want?
It's Looney Tunes 2011. It's so good.
Oh.
It's so funny. It got not nearly enough attention. It sucks.
Is that 2000s or 2010s?
Wait, was it 2000s?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2000s.
Oh, I missed that bit. Okay, yes, it is 2010 because it's 2011. Okay,
Oh, I gotta look up
2000s.
Yeah, for me it's Monolith is Teenage
200s.
Robot. I want it to continue.
Danny Phantom.
Continue or reboot or something.
It's a phantom.
Danny Phantom, but without Butch Hartman.
What am I?
Remove him from his own project.
I
It'd
don't.
be great.
I just think you're being an introvert right now, and
Oh my
Right.
gosh.
you should feel guilty.
I'm such a selfish asshole.
The 2000s animated.
Think
Does
you could bring me down?
that say there's been 1,400,000 episodes of SpongeBob SquarePants? Is that what I read?
No.
No, that is not what you read.
Holy crap! I want SpongeBob to come back.
Yeah.
It's still going.
Okay, fine. The Simpsons. No, legit. Phineas and Ferb.
Yes.
Oh, is that show done? I have no idea. It
yeah,
is.
it's
Okay.
done.
I miss it.
Let's see.
I miss Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
And
I don't think I watched a lot of
Sorry.
cartoons in 2000.
It all started with my birth. Both of my parents failed to show up.
I just loved like the writing and everything was on cue, and I loved the bromance between Perry and Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Like yeah, they were always like going at each other, but there were those like moments where I don't know, they just like really like console each other.
Yep.
And it's just so funny. I love it. What do you say, Sarah?
I don't know. I'm having a hard time remembering which cartoons were in the 2000s.
Sarah smoked a lot of weed during
No,
the
it's just,
2000s.
I have a bad memory, and like I don't think I watched a lot of cartoons in that point of time. I'm not sure because
What?
I remember watching Code Lyoko, but like that's
You didn't watch a lot of
I-
cartoons during a part of your life?
Ugh.
Sarah.
Oh,
You're looking
Wait,
at all of
can
them.
I-
Courage. Well,
I don't want to
a lot of
cheat,
these
but
are,
this
like,
is such an easy cheat answer.
not 2000.
What is your answer?
No, I don't want to cheat. I'm working on it.
And some of these
Because my cheat answer would be
are
Avatar.
already getting made.
Avatar.
Some of the ones that I would say are already getting made, like Courage and Zim, Invader Zim.
I think they should bring Adventure Time back.
That was 2010. Get out of here.
Yeah.
They have you heard that like I guess Disney's like, "Hey guys, we're thinking of rebooting a very popular series of ours from a long time ago called Pirates of the Caribbean."
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, what?
Stupid.
Why would you
Just
just I mean, if they want to like do stories that don't involve a lot of the pirates already established, that's fine. But you don't have to like
Anthology series.
anthology.
Yeah, I did not watch cartoons that much in this time period, man.
Yeah.
It was a dark time.
It was yeah.
I mean, like, it was around that, like, 2006 time when I was just like, boy, I can't do nothing with this television.
I wonder if that's partially what led to how big some of the cartoons were that were successful during this time, like SpongeBob. Is that I feel like this was the kind of the beginning of.
Oh wait, was Foster's Home 2000s?
Yeah, it was.
Foster's Home is my answer.
You almost spit everywhere.
There was a... Okay.
Was Hero gonna say something?
No, I no. Oh...
You okay?
What?
Let's go with Fosters. Yeah, Fosters.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are at the 7:30 mark, Sarah. So should we do one more question?
Sure.
Okay. Well,
I lied. I'm sorry.
yes.
And everyone is gonna be like, "Ugh, is that over Foster?" I love As Told by Ginger
Oh,
so
yeah.
much.
Oh, yeah.
That was
So
a good
that
one.
one.
I do remember that one. I watched that one quite a bit.
Did
I
anyone
was
else?
like, "Yeah, boy, you watch As Told by Ginger?" I'm like, "Yes, step off."
There were important episodes about growing up in those. Indeed.
Yes.
Aye.
Why?
All right. Sarah, what should be our last question that
I
we're
don't know.
going
I
to
was
take out
gonna
here?
leave that up to you.
Well, like, because Jazz King asked, how about favorite Doofenshmirtz backstories? But I'd honestly have to go back and,
Yeah.
review.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got so many. It's hard to. Really...
Yeah, like, literally every episode.
Love him so
I
much.
think.
Raised by ocelots.
Well,
Oh,
you gotta.
You got a super chat.
Yep.
we got a
Rambo
super
Dash
chat.
21.
I don't know why I didn't just finish the sentence. But...
You gotta.
You You love
You got it.
Rainbow
got
Dash
stuff.
21 says, love your low budget series race.
Thank
What's
you.
your favorite animations in the MLP fandom? Also, I'm a huge fan, and sadly, BronyCon will be ending. I love your vlogs.
Oh, well, Rainbow Dash 21, I'll tell you this. First off, thanks again for watching the low budget series. That's one of the things that I discussed at the beginning of this podcast is that's one of the series that come January, when Sarah and I get to settle back down from wedding and honeymoon and all that, we that's when stuff like that will be back on the block. So more to come from that. As far as favorite animations in the MLP fandom, Friendship is Manly is pretty epic.
I like
Panda thing.
What?
That Kanasi Panda one?
The one where
Yeah.
the guys, are just doing
Yeah.
There's 2 animations with Luna that are pretty good.
Yeah.
There's one that has like an original song, and then there's one that has the song from Hocus Pocus. Come
Yeah,
little children. the time
Oh, yeah,
comes
that's
one
to
from tonight.
reign.
I also, of course, want to hear all the podcasters, what your favorite animations in the fandom.
Lullaby for a
I-
princess.
What?
Lullaby for a princess.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
that's one of the Luna ones.
Oh.
I like Mystery Ben's ones he did, like Rhythm is Magic. That was really fantastic. I saw that in person, like when he was like showing it off at a convention. I was like, oh my god, because he hadn't posted it yet. But it looked really nice. That was like one of the first animations that like really impressed me. I was like, wow, this is really well done. And then he went on to make the Mystery Skulls stuff. So cool.
And now he's popular.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a big kick when Animated James released his the Beat It music video that he did,
Yeah.
because there were a lot of us
Oh,
who
yeah.
were like, oh, and got all excited when we appeared and that. So that was cool. I hear myself. Ooh. Oh, I don't hear it.
I like that. I like that. I don't know if anyone really talked about it that much.
Smile
but it's
HD?
called That's it. That's the one. No one talked about it. Why?
Oh, cupcakes.
Yeah. Raycord Legends. Is this like Discord, but it was like a Rayman Legends almost kind of
Oh
animation.
yeah, I
It was
remember that.
Really freaking cool.
Man, there's a lot of stuff that me and Saber showed on Brony Breakdown like throughout the years that I completely forgot about.
Yeah.
Someone said double rain boom. Someone said snowdrop.
Snowdrop.
I still have not watched that. Like, I don't know why. Like, the day it came out, I was like, oh, I'll watch that a little bit later. And it's
Oh,
like years later.
Saber and
Saber,
I. Go on.
we're both talking about Saber. No, I was gonna say Saber told me about this series of animations that I haven't seen called Doors.
Oh, I love doors.
Yeah, I gotta watch those because Saber told me they're really great.
Taking it out of context is just great. I love toys.
Oh, and there were also the epic wub time, epic cupcake time.
Yeah.
Good times.
Pip in the chat says, .movs, people, come on!
That was a time, wasn't it? That was a thing.
That was the thing.
Yeah.
The beginning of the decade.
Anyone else have an answer for that? I think we got through just about everyone there.
Yeah.
The one thing I was going to say about Saber is that I believe Meredith is the one who did the voice for Snowdrop. And I hear myself again. But yeah, I think I'm right there. But yeah, we've had an opportunity to work with her a couple times at some of these conventions. I just wanted to finish up the last part of Rainbow Dash 21's note. We're saying also I'm a huge fan, and sadly BronyCon will be ending. I love your vlogs. Thank you so much for watching the vlogs. I have so much fun putting those together. I'll probably end up vlogging like the honeymoon or something. I think we're also going to talk to our videographer about having YouTube edit for our wedding
Yeah.
to maybe share with everyone.
Well,
So.
that if it falls asleep.
So that should be fun. But again, I saw some people asking in regards to like the React videos and whatnot. I mentioned this at the beginning. I'm gonna probably release a video tomorrow talking about it. And yeah, what are you guys talking about over there? I want to know.
Do they not hear us?
I don't know. Now they're quiet. Did they mute themselves?
Who's quiet?
Saber and Laura. They were
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
talking
yeah.
in the background. Oh, okay.
They're gone. But yeah, so anyways, with the roller coaster of the couple months, not just the past month, but what's to come in the next month or two, a lot of the Bronies React stuff shall be getting back into motion. Right now we are probably less than a week of editing away from having the Bronies React to the MLP movie out, so it'll just be a matter of time when I'm able to kind of pick things up and be completely ready to put all of my time, attention, and energy into that. So that'll be probably sometime in 2019 early. But yeah, I still appreciate everyone's patience, as I've said, and we'll be pushing more YouTube videos out once I am able to get everything back in order.
Yep.
So, with that, that's going to be a wrap up here. We're going to...
The next podcast.
I see Pip asking if Saber and I are going to be at BabsCon again. I hope so. It always helps to let the conventions know if you want us there. So please let them know. Because I'd love to be back at BabsCon. Love BabsCon. Saber ate a lemon at BabsCon. So.
We'll be back on the 28th, just before we go on our honeymoon.
Oh my gosh, what perfect timing.
Yeah, just
so
before we go on our
2
honeymoon.
days before Sarah and I leave for our honeymoon, we will be back. And then
the podcast does land on a day that we are going to be at sea on our cruise for the honeymoon. So we're probably just gonna need to
take that one off.
Yeah, take that one off.
So our next podcast is on what day?
The 28th.
November 28th. It's a Wednesday, and then we're gonna basically take a month off, and I think come back to everybody the day after Christmas.
If we want to do that, yeah, the day after Christmas.
That's what I'm thinking.
That should be good. If anybody else has any objections to that, please let us know. But
then we could talk about presents.
Yeah.
Yeah, presents.
Presents.
Yeah, we'll do our Christmas holidays or
Get it?
holidays.
Holidays.
HAULIDAY.
I just saw Thornwing ask if we're going to go to Everfree. I hope so. I want to. Because I love Everfree. Do you love Everfree?
Yeah.
When you took that deep breath, I'm like, what's she going to say right now?
Well, it took me a little bit to process what you were saying because I was not paying attention very well.
Everfree Northwest. Another awesome convention out there. Good group of people doing some good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, we're going to wrap things up. And now Thornwing says, go get married. Sarah, you ready to eat chicken?
Yes.
Actually, more so, you ready to get married?
We're eating tri-tip for our... Oh, you mean chicken as in tonight?
Chick-fil-A,
yes. Okay.
yeah. But are you ready to get married?
Yes.
So we're going to get married.
We're going to be married.
And then we're going to be married. I get to shorten up Sarah's last name. Now I got people asking about Wendy. Oh gosh, Rainbow Dash 21 right at the end. DC or Marvel? Go.
Marvel.
Marvel.
Paleo.
What?
DC or Marvel?
Marvel?
Yeah. Alrighty, we gotta sign off before.
You gotta film it. Well, thank you so much for, again, all the super chats, for all of our live audience, for everybody that tuned in, everyone that's here on the podcast, and those watching on tape delay. Thank you so much. Again, our super chatters: Drummer Shy, Zark7, Red Ghost 92, Pranchan, Quiet Storm, Fritzwell 732, Quiet Storm, Rainbow Dash 21, and Rainbow Dash 21. Thank you all so much for your contributions here. Sarah is pretty much that money goes to Sarah, who produces the stuff. So.
Yeah.
You're
So.
such an announcer. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah.
And that's a wrap here, ladies and
You're gonna
gentlemen.
blow it out everybody's eardrums.
Wait.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you in whenever we said we'll see you.
On the
Did I
28th.
start him on something?
All right. Good night, everybody. Dim ponies.
Peace.